What's going on, people? My name's Jack, Big Business Cole. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're talking about, real quick, let me adjust the shirt. It's hot and it's summertime, and it's a little bit boiling in this top floor flat, which attracts all the heat. And I'm looking for a little bit more of a cool attire, so that I don't overheat in the making of this video right now. But today we're talking about how to run a video editing business without doing any editing. Very simple. I'm breaking down the agency model. It's something I broke down on the big channel, the main channel. But now with the Big Business Code channel, the new channel, by the way, if you're new, subscribe, hit the notification bell, get all the notifications for this channel. We talk about online business stories of mine, basically online business, more or less, right? That's the main thing I'm involved in. But let's go ahead and talk about how to run a video editing business without doing any editing. Breaking down the business of the video editing agency, if you will, sort of like the independent video editing agency, not a massive office with 100 employees and big level clients. I'm talking about a very simple hustle you can do on the internet with just a laptop and basically just a little bit of admin, essentially, right? So we're breaking it down, right? This is a model that works really well for my good friend Oscar Brune. A little bit of backstory. My good friend Oscar, he basically was a freelancer, just like me. I was a freelancer for years doing video editing. Eventually, he decided, you know what? I don't really want to do the editing anymore. How can I still supply editing services for my clients, which I've built up, but not do any of the editing himself, right? Simple. Sounds simple enough. How do you put it together? What he did was he found other editors who would do it for less money, for half the price. He'd find editors, say he was charging a client $150 a video. He just found other editors, maybe earlier on in the process or in different circumstances, that were willing to do the same job for $75. He pocketed the difference, the $75, and gave the editor $75 and acted as a middleman in the middle to communicate through the client and the editor. And he has been able to replicate this and has, I think he maybe only manages about 5, 6, 7 full-time clients that all give him multiple videos a week. And he simply takes 50% of the money, takes all the content from the client, gives that content to some of his editors. They edit it up and pays them the other 50%. And that right there is a way that he's able to still make money off the freelance space. However, he doesn't have to do any editing. All he does is he just acts as a middleman, as an admin, going back and forth and basically, communicating between the two parties, the client and the editor. And this is literally an extremely easy business model to break down. And by all means, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to break it down very quickly. And by all means, leave a comment if there's anything you'd like to hear more about, any follow-up story, or you guys can reach me on Twitter and Instagram. Active on both of them, very active on both. And you guys can reach out and ask any further stuff if you want to set something like this up. So, how do you do it? How do you make thousands? He makes thousands of dollars a month, right, doing this, just literally being a middleman, and gives the other half, right? So how could you set something like this up? It's not fully passive, but it's more passive than sitting there all day long and doing the editing. And 100% you're just a middleman. And this is an example of like a lot of money can be made just sitting in the middle, connecting one party with the other. And obviously it helped that he had a lot of knowledge on the freelance space from before. And it helps that he's an editor as well, so we can, communicate between the two parties. But a lot of my followers and subscribers here are editors, which means you guys could do something like this, I'm sure. Or maybe you're a graphic designer, maybe you're a web developer, and you can take the same principles I'm going to break down here on how to set up a video editing agency and do it with a web developing agency or a graphic design agency, whatever, a fucking lawn mowing agency. You just find a whole bunch of people who want you to mow the lawn for $10. You get your little cousin, you give him $3 or $5, and you send him out there to mow the lawn. You pocket the difference. Very simple business model. Can be applied to anything, actually. So I'm actually laughing because I'm looking at my notes and I'm like, this is going to be a very short video. All you have to do is bring work in, which is simple. You guys can make an agency profile, right, on Upwork and Fiverr, and even email people. Oscar, he got all his clients through emailing YouTubers. He had a lot of clients that were YouTubers, so he had a lot of examples of YouTube videos that were edited. He developed a nice cold email, sent it out to loads of YouTubers that he found on YouTube. He found YouTube, went to their about section, found their email, emailed them, hey, how's it going? This is 100% visuals. That was his agency, 100% visuals. And emailed, hey, how's it going? We'd like to offer you video editing services. Simple as that. So he converted all his clients through email marketing, simply emailing them, right? Boom. You can also just literally bring in clients off of Upwork.com, massive freelancer marketplace. A lot of my freelancer people use this. Fiverr as well will work absolutely perfectly. Even if you have a connection in real life, you've already got a deal with a coffee shop to make videos, whatever, you could just, again, sit in the middle and just take that work and outsource it, right? So all you need to do is, number one, bring in work. countless places for you to bring in work. Like I said, email, Upwork, Fiverr, whatever, in real life. Then you just outsource to other editors. Again, you can find other editors for lower prices on the same websites, Upwork and Fiverr. These two places, Fiverr and Upwork especially, you can find people for whatever price point you need them at. And you can find editors. Maybe you only need to start with 2, right? 2 guys. Maybe there's 2 guys. One's the best. You outsource all your stuff to him. Oh, he's off on weekends. You give the second guy the work when he's off, whatever. Or you've got multiple clients. You split the clients down. I'm going to give some clients to him and some clients to him. 2 seconds. I'm dealing with a call from Plymouth. I crashed my car last week, and I think this is the car garage. Cool. So that's an absolute hassle. My insurance is definitely going to go up massively, but yes, cue some footage of the crash. We definitely had a small crash, went around a blind corner in a country lane, car in front of me, boom, 50-50 fault. There was no one's fault. We both came around a blind corner and smacked into each other. So there's a little bit of a stress that I got to deal with relating to that, but it is what it is, and happy to be alive. No one was hurt. So it's only money and it's only metal, and it's absolutely fine. But where was I, right? I'm not entirely too sure exactly where I was, but basically, number 1, bring in the work, right? We already talked about that. Then just outsource to other editors. You can get editors from Upwork, from Fiverr, from all these beautiful places, and you can get them for whatever price point you decide to. There's pretty much someone who will work for any particular price point. And if you can find somebody for 40% or 50% who will do it for that amount of the amount that you're charging your client, then all of a sudden you have a nice margin that you can take off the top and then give the rest to the editor, and boom, you guys have yourself a more passive editing business that can happen like that. And essentially, you're just being the middleman. All you have to do is sit in the middle, communicate, and do admin between the client and the editor. There will be some stresses. The client, this was wrong, this was wrong, this was wrong. All of a sudden, you have to now forward all that stuff to your editor. Your editor went to sleep because he lives in another country, and the client wants it today. There will be some headaches, obviously, but there's headaches in absolutely any business that you're ever going to do. Prepare for the worst. It's a rule of business that if things are going to go wrong, they will go wrong. If things can go wrong, they will go wrong. So by all means, this isn't some guaranteed passive thing where money just appears in your bank. I've never found anything like that. If you do know something about that, hit me up. I'll try it. I'll make some money. I'll then bring it back and make a video about it. Easier said than done. But this is a very simple way to utilize your freelance skill, your freelance knowledge, whether it be web design, whether it be video editing, whether it be graphic design, whether it be lawn mowing, applicable to anything. And you guys can build a little business out of this. So boom, how to run a video editing business without doing any editing. Simple. Bring in work, outsource to other editors, be the middleman, and pocket the difference. And it's as simple as that. Thank you guys for watching the video. It's Jack Cole. Or Big Business Cole, actually. It's Jack Cole's the other channel. I got to get into the habit of saying the right channel. Big Business Cole, the channel where we talk about online business. And bada bing, bada boom. That is the end of the video. It's Jack Cole on social media. Hit me up, ask any follow-up questions or the comment section down below. And I'd be pleased to answer them. Thank you guys for watching. Peace, and I'll see you in an upcoming video.